Good morning friends. Today topic is BIGF, AIGF, LGTFC, DG shipping, exit exam, question and answer, part 8. Question number 141. Which of the following statement is true for an ideal gas according to Gill-Lussac's law if P equal to pressure, T stands for temperature, that is constant, V is volume. Option A, P equal to constant minus T. Option B, P equal to constant plus T. Option C, P equal to constant into T. Option D, P equal to constant divided by T. You know the gas law, PV is equal to nRT, remember that. So P, nR become the constant, V also become the constant. P equal to PV equal to nRT and R is a constant. So P equal to constant into T. Okay, so option C is the correct answer for question number 141. Question number 142. What should be the typical content of oxygen in inert gas produced by an inert gas generator on board an LNG carrier? Option A 0.5%, option B 12.6%, option C 7.5%, option D 13%. The correct answer is option A 0.5%. Question number 143. How is intrinsic safety achieved for electrical circuit used in hazardous space? What they are asking is how this equipment, any light, any equipment that considered as a safe to use in the hazardous space. The answer is by limiting the ignition energy and surface temperature that can rise during operation. So they are reducing the ignition energy, the combustion energy, and the surface temperature, which will lead to become a hotspot. They are reducing it, they are limiting it, so that will help during in operation condition. When it is operating, this will not occur. It will not release that such a high heat energy. It will not become a heat source to happen the combustion. That's what they are trying to say. So question number 143 answer is there. Question number 144. The process of changing mixture in tank is called option A weathering, option B flashing, option C inerting, option D purging. The correct answer is option A weathering. This is the word they are using for gassing. Changing mixture in the tank is called weathering process. Question number 145. In the gas mode, abnormal combustion may occur due to rapid rise in pressure called knocking due to the air-fuel ratio. A combustion knocking sensor is fitted to top of the cylinder cover to detect the high frequency vibration that occurs during knocking in the engine. Option A true, option B false. The correct answer is option A true. So gas mode is in the gas, is coming as a gas, there is a chances of abnormal combustion. So this abnormal combustion is like rapid rise, change in pressure, vary with the normal operation. So this will be different from the normal pressure. So once this pressure is converted into the combustion energy, that combustion energy will be liberated to the cylinder liner in the form of mechanical energy. So this mechanical energy, converting of this gas energy into combustion, then into mechanical energy, there will be a different in vibration. So this can be sensed with a sensor. So for question number 145, option A is correct answer. Question number 146. Since the gas is not self-igniting under all the load, fuel oil is used for ignition, and this kind of ignition method is considered as a basic requirement for ensuring stable combustion of fuel gas. Option A true, option B false. Correct answer is option A true. For not self-igniting gases, say gas is having the auto ignition temperature of 553 degrees Celsius to around 1030 degrees Celsius, 130 degrees Celsius, somewhere like that. Sorry, 1103 degrees Celsius. So this is varying. Auto ignition temperature you can take as a 595 degrees Celsius. So it can vary with a combustion gas, like from methane. It is gas consists of methane, propane, butane. Is the ratio it will vary. So we generally will take it as a 595 degrees Celsius, which is cannot be achieved by compressing the air. The compressed air will not produce that much temperature. So in order to achieve this, we need some pilot injection that will create an initial ignition. That ignition helps to raise the temperature to 595 degrees Celsius or above. Then the gas get at heat and it will be burned into complete combustion process. So this is correct. So question number 146, option A, true, is the correct answer. Question number 147, in DFD, dual fuel engine, two-stroke engine, what is the principle of specific gas mode control system? Select the correct statement. Option A, specific gas mode is used when a limited but constant amount of gas is available, and the amount of gas available can be entered onto the GI control panel, and the opening time of the gas valve is calculated on the basis of value of amount of gas is entered. All fuel control is done by adjusting the amount of fuel gas is injected. Option B, specific gas is used when a limited but constant amount of gas is available, and the amount of gas available can be entered onto the GI control panel, and the opening time of the gas valve is calculated on the basis of value of amount of fuel oil is entered. Here you see amount of gas, here amount of fuel oil is entered. All fuel control is done by adjusting the amount of fuel gas injected. Option C, specific gas mode is used when a limited but constant amount of gas is available, and the amount of gas available can enter into the GI control panel, and the opening time of gas valve is calculated on the basis of value of amount of fuel gas is entered. All fuel control is done by adjusting the amount of fuel oil injected. Here they mentioned gas. Fuel is a gas. Here they mentioned fuel oil. Option D, specific gas mode is used when limited but constant amount of gas is available, and the amount of gas available can enter onto the GI control panel, and the opening time of the gas valve is calculated on the basis of value for amount of gas is entered. So what they are telling is specific gas mode is a constant amount of gas is available. It is available. The amount of gas available can be entered into the GI control panel. This is nothing but GVU unit, control valve unit. You come up to the control valve unit, and the control valve unit, the opening time of the valve, how much it will open of gas valve is calculated on the basis of valve for amount of gas is entered. So it is mainly depend upon how much is opening of the valve is depend upon amount of gas it is entered, how much entered to the GVU. That value it will take into consideration. All fuel control is done by adjusting the amount of fuel oil injected. So there should be pilot injection in order to combustion to take place. For that we need fuel control. We cannot inject more also, we cannot inject less. With respect to this of fuel oil injected, so fuel control is done by adjusting the amount of fuel oil injected. So fuel control is done by fuel oil injected. So fuel control is done by with respect to your fuel oil injected. Amount of gas is controlled by GVU valve. This is the correct answer. This is called specific gas mode. So for question number 147, the correct answer is option D. Question number 148. From the option given below, in computing liquid volume from the ship's calibration table, what corrections are necessary to be applied to obtain corrected liquid volume? Option A, to the liquid level reading, apply the correction of trim, list, level gauge and float immersion to arrive at corrected liquid depth. From calibration table, we then extract the corrected liquid volume. Option B. To the liquid level reading, apply the correction of trim, list, level gauge and float immersion to arrive at corrected liquid depth. From the calibration table, we then extract the uncorrected liquid. This is the corrected liquid form. The uncorrected liquid volume, which need to be multiplied with the tank shrinkage factor. So when there is a change in temperature of the liquid, the tank will shrinkage. Because if it is a positive temperature, it will expand. When it comes to the negative temperature, it will contract. It will become small. Same what we are using for the generator engines, where we are putting the valve seat on the cylinder head. We keep it in the fridge room and it will be cooled down. Then it will be easy to fit, the shrink fit method. Okay, so there will be change with the change in temperature. The metal will contract, compress. Okay, that fact will also be considered. That was I trying to say in this point B. Option C. To the liquid level reading, apply the correction of trim, level gauge and float immersion to arrive corrected liquid depth. From the calibration table, we then extract the uncorrected liquid volume, which need to be divided. It's not divided, you have to multiply. Then only you will get the proper reading. Tank shrinkage factor to arrive at corrected liquid volume. Option D. To liquid level reading, apply the correction of list, correction of level gauge and float of immersion to arrive. They measured out the trim. From the calibration table, we then extract the corrected liquid volume. So for question number 148, option B is the correct answer. Question number 149. Identify false statement with respect to various types of radiant energy given by fire. Option A, visible light. Option B, infrared radiation. Option C, ultraviolet radiation. Option D, ultrasonic radiation. The correct answer is option D, ultrasonic radiation. So you see the variation of radiant energy. The radiant energy is, all these energies are related to light that will liberate heat. This is related to sound, ultrasonic radiation. So this is different. This is not giving any energy for fire. Types of radiation is given by fire. So for question number 149, option D is the correct answer. Question number 150. Gas ship surveys under IGC code shall not include. Option A, window of plus or minus 3 months before and after anniversary date of annual survey of COF. Option B, additional mandatory survey whenever any important repairs or renewals are made. Option C, additional survey should ensure that any repairs or renewals are effective and ship is fit to proceed to sea. Option D, no changes to anything which falls within the additional survey is permitted without the agreement of port state. So in gas ship survey IGC code, option D, it is not included. So no changes to anything which falls within the additional survey is permitted without the agreement of port state. This is the one which is not in the IGC code. So question number 151. What is the minimum required CO2 gas to be released to fight engine room? Or option A, 50% of CO2 to be discharged within 2 minutes. Option B, 60% of CO2 to be discharged within 2 minutes. Option C, 70% of CO2 to be discharged within 2 minutes. Option D, 85% of CO2 to be discharged within 2 minutes. The correct answer is option D. This is as per FSS code and SOLAS chapter 2. Question number 152. The system should have capacity to cover the indicated area with at least dash on horizontal surface and dash on vertical surface. Option A, 10 liters per meter square per meter and 4 liters per meter square per meter. Option B, 10 liters per meter square per meter and and 5 liters per meter square per meter. Option C, 15 liters per meter square per meter and 7 liters per meter square per meter. Option D, 20 liters per meter square per meter and 10 liters per meter square per meter. And this is clearly mentioned in the IGF code, that is, capacity of the system should be at least for horizontal surface 10 liters per meter square per meter area and vertical surface 4 liters per meter square per meter area should be mentioned. So option A is the correct answer for question number 14152. Question number 153. Identify the correct statement with respect to smoke detectors. Option A. Ionization type smoke detectors are in detecting panel of CO2 flooding system. Option B. Photoelectric type smoke detectors are in machinery space. Option C. Photoelectric type smoke detectors are in the detecting panel of CO2 flooding system. Option D. Ionization type smoke detectors are in machinery space. The correct answer is option C. So what is the correct statement for smoke detector is, it is a photoelectric type smoke detector and it is in the detection panel of CO2 flooding system. So it will give the CO2 alarm. The dash depends upon the pressure of contact exerted on live wire. Option A, voltage. Option B, current. Option C, impedance. Option D, power. Impedance is nothing but reciprocating of resistance. That is opposite. That is, you can say impedance is inversely proportional to resistance. So the pressure of contact exerted on live wire is mainly dependent on impedance. Option C is the correct answer for question number 154. Question number 155. Why is the maximum surface temperature is identified for electrical equipment used in hazardous area used on board LNG carrier? Option A, the limit is on minimum surface temperature as LNG cargo is cryogenic. Option B, equipment should operate within this limit to reduce the power and boil off consumption. Option C, equipment should operate within this limit to prevent formation of hot surface. Option D, equipment should operate within this limit to reduce the heat transfer to cryogenic cargoes. The correct answer for question number 155, it is option C. For hot surface, I already explained in this video in the early part. Question number 156. If the concentration of fuel is greater than 15%, the LNG vapor cannot burn because of inadequate. Option A, nitrogen. Option B, oxygen. Option C, LNG fuel. Option D, LPG fuel. If you see the triangle, a fire triangle, one is heat, another is air, that we can see as oxygen also. Oxygen main factor will enhance the fire. Third one is fuel. If the fuel is within the combustible range, it will catch fire. When it go beyond the combustible range, that will be always compared. This 15% is compared with your LNG vapor with your oxygen. So if it is more than 15%, that means LNG vapor is higher and inadequate because oxygen level is less, cannot catch fire. So that was what we are trying to say. For question number 156, option B is the correct answer. Find the incorrect statement with respect to bimetallic fire detectors. Option A, 2 coils bimetal encased in a protective metal cap. Option B, when there is rise in temperature due to fire, metal strips end will move to close the gap. Option C, the rate of rise of temperature is high enough to close the gap and alarm is triggered. Option D, if the rate of rise of temperature is not high enough to close the gap, an alarm is triggered. So bimetallic fire detectors work in the concept of heat energy. When the heat energy is coming, this bimetallic component will have different combination and it will be expand at different rate. So when this expand, when the gap is rising temperature, the gap will be closed and it will give an alarm. The circuit is closed, alarm is raised. So for this question 157, the incorrect statement is option D. For question number 157, option D is the correct answer. Question number 158. 8. What does the sound of an alarm signify to watchkeeper? Option A, drill. Option B, fire. Option C, man overboard, MOB. Option D, pre-warning of abnormality. The correct answer is option D. Any alarm in the engine room, on the deck, or in the CCR and the deck, anywhere in the ship, it gives a pre-warning. You should take this pre-warning awareness. So for question number 158, option D is the correct answer. Question number 159. Gas is defined as the temperature of substance that is required to heat the vapor in air to ignite simultaneously. Option A, flammable range. Option B, flash point. Option C, auto ignition temperature. Option D, fire point. See, any substance, it combusts, it fire by itself without bringing any external heat energy into it. Then by the heat produced by this substance is well good enough to cause the fire or burn itself. Is called as auto ignition temperature. That heat temperature is called auto ignition temperature. So for question number 159, option C is the correct answer. Question number 160. Which LNG containment system is best suitable for an LNG bunkering vessel of 7,500 meter cube capacity? The answer is type C, single cylinder. So type C tanks is the correct answer for suitable for LNG bunkering of vessels. That's why most of the LNG bunkering vessels nowadays, if you see the Aframax ships, for example, you can take the ship name Eagle Bintulu, EAGLE space BINTULU. See, the ships have the type C tank. The type C tank is a bunker tank. That is the tank which is there, type C tank, which is the bunker tank which is present on the deck. So it's a capsule type tanks. Okay, that is the best suited tanks for the bunkering option. So this is the answer for 160. Okay friends, if you like my video, please like. If you interested to see more videos related to the marine, please subscribe my channel. Any doubt, any clarification, any suggestions, anywhere I am wrong, you can correct me in comment box. Thank you.